doing well on this wonderful December Monday night. This is the Girls on Games podcast, episode number 48, and it's Christmahanakwanzika celebrations here. You can see we're all dressed kind of festively. Catherine has to stand up, though, to show you what she's wearing. Go for it, girl.
Oh my god. That is wonderful.
So yeah, we decided
So
to do
wonderful.
something a little holiday festive here today, hence the snow and the buble and the garland, the glitter,
And the ugly sweater.
and the ugly sweaters. So Catherine's is not ugly. It's just
No.
straight up cool that, like, for those listening, she's wearing a sweater with a sparkly cat with antlers on it.
Yeah, it's all made in sequins. It's not very pretty, but it's very cool. I got it at H&M if ever you need a sweater for your crazy holiday party.
Simo's got a more traditional holiday sweater that's covered in snowflakes.
It is.
And yeah, I found some Christmas garland and a Santa toque, so
That
that's
works.
my garb for this evening. Oh yeah, and I have a glass of Apple Jacks. So yes, we're festive here, not eggnog.
My favorite part about you guys don't know this, but my favorite part about before going live on the podcast is to see everybody's faces because they know they're not live. So you have Leia and me dancing and just chilling, and then you have Kat Isdi who's just like a bomb could explode next to her face and be like,
Yeah, she looks like she's like
Bitch face.
oh my god, she looks like she's about to murder someone.
she's really concentrating hard on something.
Oh yeah, it is something else. I'll take a picture one day and post it on
All
Twitter.
right, sweet. That'd be hilarious. All right, cool. So what have we got here for you today? This is our last podcast of 2015 as well.
Exciting!
I know, it's really exciting. And that also means that we are one podcast away from episode 50. So we're going to have to spend, do
pretty
something kind of special for episode 50.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be my birthday.
It's going to be Kevin's birthday and we'll be podcasting. Yay! Oh, it's going to be cool. It's going to be lots of fun. So yeah, we'll plan something cool. We'll let you know what's going on there. Today, we want to do something kind of holiday festive. We have, the news. We got a few stories to talk about. We want to talk about what everybody's going to be playing over Christmas break or holiday break, favorite holiday gaming memories, the biggest trends of the year, and give you guys some, info on what's going on the website, what's going to be going on the website during the holiday break, what's going on here on Twitch and YouTube, all that jazz, because, yeah, we are taking a little bit of a break, but nobody really drops a controller for longer than 24 hours, right?
Especially
Honestly.
with phone games.
Exactly.
Candy Crush, what?
To get all this started, first I want to let you know who's on the podcast. Of course, we got Miss Catherine Smith-Debian. How are you doing?
I'm good. I got a
good?
Ferrero Rocher. That's my holiday thing.
Ooh, that's nice.
Chocolate.
Very nice.
Well, just food in general is your thing.
That's true.
Yeah, but I have specific foods for specific times.
That's perfect.
Oh,
Fucking
I dropped a
weirdo.
headphone. We've also got Simo, our technical producer.
Hello.
How you doing, my dear?
Pretty good. It's the Three Musketeers again this week.
Yeah, it is. I believe you were supposed to a podcast last Thursday or Twitch stream last Thursday and ended up.
Are we really talking about this? Okay.
Did you have
I was
fun at your
supposed.
Christmas party?
Yeah, it was fun. I was supposed to play CS last Thursday, but I kind of forgot I had the work Christmas party,
Yeah,
and
no
then
worries.
I kind of forgot that I should not be drinking, and then I forgot that I forgot everything that night.
But that's all part of the holidays.
It is.
Honestly, that's part of it.
I felt pretty bad. I felt pretty bad.
Oh God, don't worry about it. It's all good. I just poke fun because it's fun, and you were partying hard, and you look like you were having a lot of fun too.
I was having fun. Did I post pictures to the chat?
One picture
With my nose?
where
Okay.
you had a red light
Yeah,
up.
the Nez Rouge nose. When you gave $5 to the Nez Rouge, they give you a nose that lights up, and I was having a lot of fun with that.
That's pretty cute. Pretty
I
awesome.
had it around my waist at one point, I think. Sticking out of my fly. It's just,
That's what partying's all about.
I
It's
wonder-
all good.
and I wonder why I'm single.
Oh my. So let's get into some news. We got a few quick things. It's kind of quiet right now. All the reviews are already out. All the games are all out that are going to come out this year. But Nintendo decided to file a patent for a touchscreen controller the other day. and it's oval shaped on the top with two bars that come off the side to hold onto, and it's pretty well all touchscreen.
Looks weird as fuck.
It looks weird. It looks uncomfortable. How would you design anything to fit in an oval shape that's seriously like not even like the GameCube controller was more round than this thing is. It looks like an eye.
It looks like, honestly, it looks like if the Dreamcast controller and the GameCube controller had a child.
And then put a touchscreen on top instead of buttons.
Put a touchscreen on top.
Sticks.
And then tried to sell that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, lots of people patent stuff just so that they have it and somebody else doesn't take it. Doesn't mean they're actually going to do anything. Doesn't mean it has anything to do with NX.
I just had somebody at Nintendo watched Home. That movie with Rihanna.
No idea what you're talking about.
They hold little computers that are like a touchscreen that's like this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You lost me at Rihanna.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Nope.
What movie?
Netflix. It's called Home. It's about a little purple alien. It's voiced
the cartoon
by Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. The girl is voiced by Rihanna, and they basically their technology is all based on bubbles, and their computers are like just a flat circle.
Interesting.
When I saw that thing, that's what it reminded me of.
Oh,
it's a terrible movie. Don't watch it.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't planning on it, but thanks.
Okay. We won't watch it then. Next bit of news. Everything and their mom is becoming a theme park or part of one. Plants vs. Zombies is now going to be part of 2 theme parks in the States, the Great America Park in California and Carowinds in North Carolina. Why does everything have to be a theme park now? So it's either everything is esports or a theme park.
Well, I mean, I guess they're realizing that there's a lot of money. I love how Kat muted herself to eat her chocolate. Good job. I don't know. It's weird. Well, I mean, I feel that there's money to be made, so go ahead and make your money, especially in esports. You know, there's so much money to be made there. But theme parks, like, do people even go to theme parks anymore? I don't.
It just seems like a really, like, if you say we were 5 years ago or something, like, would we be talking, like, yeah, esports? Yeah, I guess we'd be talking about the theme parks. It just seems so weird. It seems so very 80s.
But I guess, like, parks, holy shit, Plants vs. Zombies is more like kind of a, I don't want to say kids game, but maybe like, maybe target audience is more people who would go to theme parks, maybe?
Kid friendly, I guess.
I thought theme parks weren't doing well in general.
Well, I guess this is why they're doing it, because they want people, they know people know these video game consoles.
But why not Angry Birds
properties? Is Angry Birds that popular?
Oh yeah, my God, it's all like, why not a Candy Crush theme park, and why not a Clash of the Titans theme park? Like, I don't know.
Crush.
Don't put it past them, man.
If there's a Candy Crush theme park, I think Paul and I are going to that one.
If in 2016 they announce a Candy Crush theme park and a Candy Crush esports league, I think I'm going to lose my mind.
Well, oh my God, Candy Crush esports? That would be fucking funny. Like, just 5 people playing on their screen trying to kill the birds or to, I don't know, I don't even fucking know what Candy Crush is.
They're candies, so
is it like
them.
Bejeweled?
I watched Cat play the other day. Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And Pokemon Snap and stuff.
So everything is like Bejeweled.
Yeah, everything is like Bejeweled, cool. Which is like another game. Whatever.
I used to play on my Power PC, like I had to put in a DOS command or whatever.
Yes.
To open that game. And now it's on my phone and it has candy.
Do you remember those command prompt games where you had to like write things?
Those are the best. I remember playing a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy adventure like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I remember it was amazing. I think I was in CJ. It's not even that long ago. I said it's like 10. Well, it's like 10 years ago, but.
No, I remember playing them when like the computers just came out, like at this whole old Zenith with those like floppy disks that were this bloody big, the 5.5 inch or whatever they are, and they were legitimately floppy. Like you could wiggle those things. They made good fans.
Okay, Grandma.
You had 5 of them to install the game?
Yeah.
one to play the game off of.
Yeah, exactly.
pretty
For your
much.
save file. Yeah. So
A friend of mine back when Windows 98 came out, or I don't know what, in Windows 95, they had to go around carrying 25 2.5-inch discs to install Windows 95. So you would just have to like put two, and then it's my God. I would have wanted to kill myself after that. Just one installation and you're done. I can't even imagine a whole company that you had to.
I remember
install
having to
like that.
reformat a computer, and it took 6 hours.
I remember having to reformat a computer, just in general. With SSDs now, who needs to reformat? Like,
That's
it's
true.
just insane how quick they are.
That's true. Esports is now part of EA as well. EA is rolling in it because not only are they doing, because they own Plants vs. Zombies as well, but they're launching an esports division, and the goal is to cultivate esport opportunities within the EA catalog.
So much money to be made.
So much money. Just wait. There's going to be esports left, right, and center.
Is it
I'm
EA
happy.
that bought? Is it EA that bought King, the company that made Candy Crush and all those stupid games?
No, that's isn't that Activision?
It's Activision, all right.
Activision bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Activision
right.
Blizzard bought it. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
No, but I mean EA, they have Battlefield 4, which is a great game. Like, I've actually started playing Battlefield 4 again because the premium version came on special like $30 during Black Friday, and I bought it.
Okay, cool.
So like it came for like the game and like all the 7 expansions and all that shit. And honestly, I'm having a blast. I'm really surprised because DICE just kept updating the game. Now, like, I remember playing it when it first came out and it was really a mess, and now I started playing it and like
Oh, you're talking about 4, not even
Battlefield 4.
Hardline.
No, 4. No, Hardline
Okay.
is dead. Like, people are playing 4
Oh, okay.
because that's the real Battlefield. And honestly, like, I'm having a real blast with Battlefield 4. It's really fun, and I feel that DICE/EA did a really good job keeping it fresh and interesting and up to date. So I know that there's ESL events with Battlefield 4, so maybe it'll be interesting to see if EA can do something like Valve or whatever and start sponsoring tournaments, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Very
too.
interesting.
And last but not least, but this is the interesting news that I found. So, you know your Kinect, Catherine?
Mhm.
Well, it's got a new purpose now.
Okay.
You mean it has a
plug it back
purpose
in.
now?
Oh, shut up. It's got a new purpose. I use my Kinect all the time for yelling at my Xbox. Oh, look at you. Lol, lol, lol. So now, you know how we went shopping on Sunday? Now we don't have to leave our house because you're going to be able to try on clothing for the comfort of your own home with the Mall app in the Xbox One. So essentially, you stand there using the Kinect and it dresses you.
You know what? That's actually not a bad
That's-
idea.
Fucking smart. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty funny idea.
So no, we had to leave our homes before to go shopping, and like I have a hard time buying stuff online when it comes to clothing because sizes are never always totally correct, and you know, like all that kind of. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, well, I have to leave my house now. I guess with this is one step further or closer to me just becoming a hermit because I don't have to go shopping.
Actually buy the clothes that you're trying on?
Yes, you can. I think it's
Wow.
only in the States right now, but they teamed up with some big high-end stores and e-commerce stuff. And
That is really
yeah,
cool.
I'm curious to just try it, but I have a feeling it's not going to be available in Canada for me to even just tinker.
Eventually,
Yeah.
probably.
I feel it's the kind of thing that they have to partner up and pay money, like customs and shit.
Yeah, probably. Well, and just the stores and, you know, what e-commerce, where they ship to and all that kind of stuff. And if they want to do like a controlled test group, I guess the full-on United States would be cheaper to do that in. I
Yeah.
think shipping stuff in the States is a lot cheaper than it is in shipping it in Canada too.
Well, it depends
go
where
big.
where this location is. Like, if it comes from Markham or from BC, it's not that bad. But if it's just like New York, it's insane. So
Yeah. Oh, Catherine, you got to stand up and show the folks your sweater again.
Okay. Sorry, chat wants to see the kita.
The
I
sweater-
like-
and he looks pissed.
oh
too.
yeah. So
Oh.
he's perfect
He's
for
got a
cat.
retching big face like I do.
Oh yeah, he's perfect. He looks really angry, just like you. There we go.
Really angry, just like you. Oh my. All right,
was
so yeah,
very
that's about
angry.
all the news that I've got for today because it is kind of slow and it's going to be slow for the next few weeks.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
apologize. It's the holidays. It's time for you to go play some games instead of reading about them and hearing us talk about them. Speaking of games and holidays, what games do you guys plan on playing over the holidays?
Cat start.
Samuel's gonna play CS:GO.
No, I'm not, and I'll tell you why after.
Ah.
Cat start.
Okay, Cat, go. What are you gonna play?
Cat, go.
I am gonna finish Assassin's Creed Syndicate
Nice.
because I haven't finished it. I'm gonna continue playing Fallout 4.
Ooh.
I'm probably gonna restart The Witcher 3 because I played for 2 hours and haven't touched it. I probably need to restart it.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
And if I'm stuck not being home because there's a baby on the way, then there's going to be more Fire Emblem on my 3DS, and I have something on my laptop. What is it? Transistor.
Oh yeah, cool game.
Transistor.
Yeah, and maybe if I really, I'm starting to miss Zelda, so I may finish Wind Waker HD on Wii U.
Well
Oh,
done.
cool.
You played the Link Between Worlds, right?
Yeah, I
Did you
beat
finish
it.
Okay.
Like I played 3 weeks. I was done. I was just like,
Yeah.
You and I 100% did that. You and I
Oh,
100% did that like at the same time. We were both playing it because I had bought the DS that came with it. So I was like, that was my first 3DS that I had was with that game.
Just to clarify, Cat is not expecting.
No.
Because Paul's wondering, what the fuck? Cat is pregnant?
no, my brother, actually, my sister-in-law is due anytime now. She's
Babies
huge.
are coming. Babies are coming.
All the babies.
Yeah. So Simo, you're not going to be playing CS:GO. Why? Why?
Because I am boycotting CSGO.
Oh, drama!
Wait.
Yeah.
This is big.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Why?
Okay, so basically, there was an update that was done, I think, earlier this week. Or was it late last week? Something like that. No, late last week. And it introduced a new gun that is called the R8 Revolver. And it had the same base damage as the AWP, which is like the big green one-shot kill weapon. Problem is that weapon is 4,750, and the revolver is $850. And it was incredibly overpowered.
What? The big gun that is the one-shot kill gun is worth how much money?
4,750.
Okay, and then the revolver is 800.
850.
Whoa.
It had the same base damage.
Whoa.
It was like almost impossible. It was one-shot kill to the chest for a pistol, which is already that pistol is one shot to the head kill is ridiculous. One shot to the chest kill is even more ridiculous.
Okay, so the balancing is screwed.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they did. The other thing that they did also was that compared to CS 1.6 and Source, CSGO is very much based on spraying. As in, you have to control, because the guns always have the 30 bullets always go in the same direction. So by controlling how you move your mouse, you can pretty much make those 30 bullets go the same place.
Okay.
Problem is, with that patch, they nerfed that. So that now, the pattern are roughly the same, but never exactly the same. So if you've been practicing your recoil and how to control it, now it pretty much makes no sense because it's not as accurate. Which would not be that much of a deal if the first shot fired was 100% accurate, which it is not. So pretty much now CSGO is a game of RNG. It's almost a random game. Whereas even if you're extremely good, and even if you're aiming right for the guy's head, there's a chance that you will miss because that's just how they decided to balance the game. And my problem with that is that Valve has come out and said, okay, well, we're going to nerf the R8 to make it less big because we just wanted to see how it would play in the game. So there's no beta client, there's no testing internal to be done, there's no pros involved or anything. They release a gun, they release an update, and then like, you guys go ahead and try it, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So everybody's like, the devs are not playing CS:GO. Now it's apparent that the people working on CS:GO do not play CS:GO, or they do not understand what CS is about, and that's really like pissing everybody off. And everyone is saying they should do it like what they did for Dota, because they did that kind of shit with Dota in the beginning when it first came out, and people got super fucking mad. So what they did is that they hired a guy who was someone from the community. I think he was an ex-pro. I forget what his
Okay.
name is. And they're like, okay, look, you are gonna come work for us, and you're gonna make sure that everything that we do makes sense and then it's logical and that it works. So now everybody's saying, all right, well, you need to have someone like Thorin, like Skull Squadron, like Three Cooks Philip, who understand the meta of the game, who understand exactly what's happening in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and come work for us. Well, that's what they need to do. They need to get them to
Yeah.
come work for them, and then be like, that's dumb, do this, do that, to make the game what it was before, like it was before. Because that's what made Counter-Strike so popular in the beginning, is that the skill ceiling is almost unlimited. There's almost like you can always get better. There's always situations
Yeah.
where you can make yourself better. Whereas in CS:GO, there's not that ceiling because there's this element of randomness in it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sorry, I just went on for like 10 minutes now, but I don't know. I'm just
No, it's important because it's something that sounds like it's changing the entire game and will
is.
change
I mean,
the competitive nature of it too. Because the people who were, skilled before at certain tasks now it might be totally random, not
yeah.
whether not how good they are if they win.
And the problem with Valve is that they base their decisions on stats and stuff from matchmaking servers, which is
Okay.
their own servers, which to a certain extent makes sense because that's what they have control over. But the real good players and players that take the game seriously don't play matchmaking. They play on ESCA servers, they play on Faceit, they play on Civo.
Okay.
And, like pro almost never do matchmaking because you have this randomness. The servers are not really good quality. There's tons of cheaters. So, I mean, I understand that they're basing their decisions on matchmaking information, but it's skewed because most good players don't play matchmaking.
It sounds really not. I don't know. I'm missing my words here now, but they're a little
Out of touch.
out of touch. Well, not out of touch, but like they have to think about a esport that's making tons of money, and you could be fucking with everything
Yeah.
by this one update. They can't just go in there blind. That seems uneducated,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's how they've been doing since the beginning. They've been like never testing patch. So whenever patch day, there's a ton of bugs because they don't test it internally. And then they release weapons and nerfs and updates that are like, we're gonna try this out for like a week, 2 weeks, and then adjust on how the community's been reacting and using it. Which is like you're paying $15 to get a beta of a game that you don't know if it's finished or not because they keep changing it. So you're like, how the fuck does that make sense, you know? Like, I'm not saying that they need to have a beta server because not a lot of people are going to play it, but like when you have a build done, send it to pro players, send it to people, important people of the community, get them to play the game, get them to try it, and they will provide you with incredibly good information and incredibly good feedback on what you need to do and what you're not supposed to do. But now it just feels that like they don't give a shit about the community and the upper players. They're really just scared about catering to the casual, whereas CS has always been a game of skilled players becoming even more skilled. So it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's frustrating. So that's why I'm not going to be playing CS:GO.
So what are you gonna play instead?
I bought Bloodborne. I
Oh,
will
nice.
definitely play Bloodborne. I was
Okay.
supposed to stream it tomorrow, but I think that this week is going to be pretty quiet stream-wise. So I'm probably just going to play it for myself. I just played a bit with it. Love the controls feels amazing. So
Nice.
I have a feeling that I'm going to have a really good time. I know that Catherine's boyfriend Pascal is in love with any game from the developer
Software?
From Software, so like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all those people.
Yeah.
So
He didn't play a lot of Bloodborne though.
I'm excited to play it. I know he played a lot of Dark Souls, and I think it's one that he played.
I think it's because Bloodborne is on PS4 only, and he's really a console hater.
Yeah. Well, so am I, but I mean, I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna play some Bloodborne. I want to get my hands on that. Some Battlefield, probably get into. You know, I still need a shooter, so I'm probably
Cool.
gonna play a Battlefield.
Mm.
Um, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be pretty quiet game wise. Well, when I get into a game, that's what I'm gonna. Especially a game like Bloodborne,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You're
want
gonna
to
be
play
sucked in.
everything and finish it and do all the stuff and try all the things. So
Yeah, I've got Tomb Raider finish, but I'm leaving to go to Newfoundland in 4 days. So I'm gonna be bringing with me my 3DS for sure. I have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Yokai Watch to finish. And I'm also thinking about bringing my Vita, mostly because everybody's been telling me about Persona and
yeah,
Persona 4 and that stuff. And I'm pretty intrigued. So I might bring my Vita with me. And then if there's any like deals on stuff over on like on Christmas Day or something, which by the way, I will be posting an article about that on Boxing Day deals. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Okay. I will know, and then I will let you know for sure. All the deals. And I think I might pick up that. But yeah, Tomb Raider for sure is getting finished when I get back, because I haven't really played much Rainbow Six Siege because I've had to do Tomb Raider, and I've been so tied up with like all the other crap that's going on that I haven't even finished Tomb Raider yet. So yeah, as soon as that is over, I am going to be playing Siege.
oh yeah, I have Siege. I'm definitely gonna play Siege. I forgot about
Yeah, Michael has his Xbox in the living room. I have my Xbox here.
that. Oh yeah, you guys have two
Yeah,
Xboxes
we're gonna be
now.
playing Siege. He's like working through it now. Like every day, he'll sit down and try one of the little, one of the strategic, events they have to go through to try and garner more
The training
more
kind
renown
of
and stuff.
sort
The training, yeah, I guess you could say different scenarios, which is kind of cool how they set it up because you kind of get to learn.
of.
Certain operators really well by doing that. Some of I've been watching him play. It looks freaking hard, and I'm terrible at shooters, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Like seriously interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much my plans. And then yeah, I've got Assassin's Creed there. I got Halo. So yeah, we'll see. That's definitely what I'm doing. But there's only so many hours in a day, and holidays for drinking and eating.
It is. So
right,
that's what you want to do.
I know. That is what I want to do over the holidays. Favorite holiday gaming memories?
Yes.
Christmas is always a big time when it comes to video games. That's usually when you get your big load of new games or new console
Yes.
or something cool happen. Do you guys have any really fun holiday memories?
So, some of you may know my friend Guillaume.
Yes.
He didn't have a PlayStation 2. I had a PlayStation 2. He bought me Final Fantasy X for my Christmas / my birthday. And he played for 6 hours before I got to touch the game myself.
He gave it to you and then he played?
And then he played.
That's
He
hilarious.
was so excited about that game that he didn't let me touch it. And when I finally got to play, I accidentally saved over his save.
That deserves a slow clap.
Oh wow.
He was so mad, but at the same time, I was like,
It's my console.
you walked in, you've been playing for like 5-6 hours nonstop. You showed me my gift, and then you sat down and played with it.
That is something Guillaume would do.
That is something that two of us as teenagers, we were greedy gamers, I think. But that
Oh my
happened.
god.
That happened. That's sweet. How about you, Simo? Do you have any happy holiday gaming
Yeah,
memories?
I mean, I remember that my parents got a Nintendo 64 around Christmas, and I was super excited. I was so excited to play it. I was like, oh my god, I need to play it. And I remember that my parents didn't know how to hook it up to a TV. So we had like this video store that we always went to, and it was like not far from our place. So and they were open on the 26th. So I forget if it's my mom or if it's my stepdad who called and like, we got him a Nintendo 64, but we don't know how to plug it in. Like, can you help us? So like The guy's like, sure. So he left the store, like, I think he closed at 5, came to
Yeah.
our place on the 26th and plugged in the Nintendo 64. And I'm like, how cool are you, man? Like, and like, he didn't charge us anything or whatever. He was just happy to help. And like, because we always went to his store, so he knew who we were, and we always rented stuff. So he came to our place to like plug in the Nintendo 64 because it's like 3 wires, but. No, my parents did not know how to plug in the Nintendo 64. And I was so sad because I wanted to plug it on the 25th, but
Right.
my parent didn't know how to, so I was crying my eyes out because I'm like, but I just got it, I want to play it. And I forget which game. I think it was probably Mario 64 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what came in the box.
Yeah, so that's probably, and I really, really wanted to play it and on the 25th while everybody was here, and then I was so sad when I couldn't play it.
I've got quite a few video gaming memories. Some of them are funnier than others. The Nintendo 64 was one that I went through too. Like, got it for Christmas. It was between me and my brother. It was called the Old Holy Present. And we're always allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve when I was a kid. And of course, we wanted to open the Old Holy Present, and then we wanted to play all night. And of course, no, parents said we had to go to bed. That was fun.
Of course.
In later years, I don't think my mom really understood my video game addiction. I think she thought it was just like it was a present for my brother, and then I would, go play with him. It's like the Legos too. I always ended up putting all the things together. But in my later years, that's when I started getting like I got a Nintendo DS, the one with Mario Kart, the red one, the big thick brick thing.
Yeah. Oh my God,
My mom gave me a Wii one year, and my brother managed to get it. That was the year that the Wiis were really hard to come by.
Yeah.
And I actually have a really special carrying case because I was living in the States at the time, and I would go back and forth with it.
Ooh.
It's a dork like that.
Nice.
And then after I had that Wii, my mom also knows that I have this affection for Michael Jackson. Like, he is the king of pop. He is the be-all and all of music. He's the king. He's the king. So when Ubisoft came out with the Michael Jackson Experience game on Wii, my mom bought it as fast as she could. It was my stocking. It even came with a sparkly glove.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I don't get as many video game stuff now because we do this, and my parents really don't know. Like, I usually have stuff before they could even get a chance to like pick it up or something. But I'm usually the one like handing off video game gifts, like to my brother and cousins and stuff like that.
I love giving gifts. It's so much fun.
Or everyone comes to me and asks me, what do I get this year? What do I get? I actually had a lady email me the other day at Shome asking what to get a 6-year-old girl
That's so
video
cute.
game for Wii U. And I was like, hold the team, and we had like a list.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to love all of these.
Yeah, and Ali was like, okay, get her that and get her that and get her that, and apparently Ali's like the expert of children's games for some reason, even though she hates kids.
She loves Japanese JRPGs and things like that. So she's played everything like on. She doesn't have a Wii U, she doesn't have a PlayStation, but she has a Vita, and a 3DS. And like that shit is her jam.
Yeah, well, you need a Vita if you want to play all those weird imported JRPGs that
I know.
brings over.
And one point, Pascal was sitting down and he's like, I kind of feel like playing a JRPG. And he just like messaged her like, I want to play a JRPG. And she was like, oh, you play Harvest Moon? You'll like this one. Like, just...
If he wants to play some different ones and stuff, he can totally borrow my Vita.
Yeah. Well, once you get back from Newfoundland with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he can totally borrow it.
Oh.
It's the end of the year, so I thought it'd be only right if we get into some of the stories and the biggest gaming stories of 2015. So I wrote down a few. You guys in chat can throw in some of yours, what you think have been the biggest video game stories. By no means are these in time or date order or any nonsense like that. It was just when it popped into my head. So, Kat, do you want to read off the first one and maybe tell a little about it?
She's not paying attention.
No,
we are being spammed on Twitter.
That's okay. Twitter's good.
Alright, so the first one is the death of Iwata.
That was a sad day.
That was a pretty sad day because he saw Nintendo through some ups and some downs, but he never lost faith. And even if the Wii U was like a bit of a dud, he never wrote it off as a problem. He was just like, we'll get the next one, and he really was lover of games.
Mm.
He was very passionate about what he did, and you know, in true Japanese culture, when Nintendo started to lose money, he did not fire employees. He didn't do like we do in the U.S., like restructure and things
Yeah.
like that. Make sure we stay rich. He just like, all right, cut my salary.
Mm.
And for me, I have mad respect for that. Like he made sure that the legacy of Nintendo doesn't die.
Mm. Yeah, I loved his Nintendo Directs and his Iwata Asks and all that jazz. And I always thought he was super cute because he was always very awkward in front of the camera.
Yeah. Clearly,
comical
like,
awkward.
yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like he was a typical CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really seemed like he genuinely cared to make fun games and so that people would have fun playing them, and that was more important than anything else, that people have fun playing the Nintendo games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that even though it might not have been the popular way to go or decisions to go, people want dark, gritty games and that kind of stuff. Like he said, no, we're just gonna make games about Yoshi in a wool and Kirby being a Play-Doh or whatever. So that you can do nothing but respect someone who goes for that and decides to do these things because that's what he thinks people are gonna have the most fun with. So.
In chat, it was already called out what one of the other big stories of the year, and yes, it's Kojima versus Konami. We've covered this in depth with our anger towards what Konami's doing to Kojima and all the speculation,
anger and just like incredulity. Like how what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, that was a big one.
With the Silent Hill pachinko machine, I thought was hilarious.
That's true. Also, another big topic this year is not even about new games, it's about old games coming back again. Retro has been in the news more than anything else, especially retro being on current consoles. I mean, one of the biggest stories of the year was 100 games being announced to be playable, Xbox 360 and old console games being playable on the Xbox One. That's pretty amazing.
Rare Replay doing incredibly well.
Yeah, and then the PS2 emulation on the PS4, which was first a rumor and then confirmed. So that's pretty wild.
And I mean, people want to. I don't know if it's because people are nostalgic and want to play the old games that they like to play, or if it's because it's a really sad state on the current generation of gaming that people are like, these games sucks. I just want to go play like old fun games that we had a good time with.
I really think it's us wanting to look back on greener pastures, if that makes sense. It seems like retro and old stuff is really coming back in again. Like you're getting like a lot of the 80s fashion back in, music, you're getting that 70s swing and a lot of songs. Look at Uptown Funk. Even The Weeknd, like all that flavor, like it seems to be a thing. Like that's a trend is the 80s, and that's when video games were huge. So that's why you're getting a lot of retro there. And yeah, and then all that old stuff, just bringing it back again. We want to relive the glory days gone by.
Well, I mean, they're even making new games that look like 80s games, 80s and 90s games, just because the aesthetic is fun and it's easy to do because it's not complicated. So it's like
pixel 8-bit retro-looking indie games are all the rage right now,
and they never look old.
No, that's true. Pixel art never looks old. It's true.
Always looks good. The next one is probably, I don't know, this could be big for some, not for others, but I think it was more of a shock or a thank God they're finally joining the bandwagon, is Nintendo finally going mobile. Now, we haven't seen it yet. It was just announced. They partnered up with DNA, and we're supposed to be getting a new game in March. That Mii game, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like chatting with your Miis and stuff. That should be interesting.
Okay, can I ask a question? Who really fucking cares about Miis? Like, who cares about Miis in general? Like, who's
I don't know.
Who's interested in the Mii universe? Like, who the
Avatars and stuff?
cares
I just
about
like to make the
Miis?
avatar.
Yeah.
Like, why did they keep trying to push the Miis down our throat? Who cares about the Miis? Like, just make your avatar and you're done. Okay, merci. Like, why make games with Miis and put Miis in Smash Brothers? And like, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I don't know. Well, something's going on in the other room. I don't know. They're probably watching hockey or something. The next one is more of a local story.
Oh,
But oh,
before we move on,
yeah.
Pokemon Go mobile.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Go. That's
Pokemon Go.
true.
That's
That
gonna.
should be now. That is something I'm interested in
Oh
because that
yeah.
looks like a prime opportunity to build
Oh,
something really cool.
I'm gonna spend all my money. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to spend all my money, but I'm gonna spend it
I
all.
thought you were gonna spend all your money on Rock Band song.
No, you were supposed to get me a Rock Band girl, and you didn't. So.
The contest is still they finished their own show, so you never know.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening.
All right, so yeah, the next story is more like close to home, and it's all about the game studios that are opening here in Quebec. And
Yeah.
this seems to be something that like it's just ramped up. Like it seems like this city, Montreal, and the province of Quebec is being a really very much a hotbed of video game development, video game culture. We with between MIGS, the Montreal International Game Summit that we had in November, we were at, and Bethesda opening a studio here, and Gearbox opening Quebec City. Assassin's Creed's doing very well. It was the first time it was developed in Quebec City. It's usually done here in Montreal. It seems like Quebec is just like on fire when it comes to bringing in video game companies and pumping out good content.
And awesome.
Yeah.
Like I guess
for us.
I guess we really have a lot of talent here because like it's not like the laws or the whatever the government or really want people to come here. It's just they just come here I guess because people have a lot of talent and dedication and want to work in the industry. So
And there's a lot of schools here that actually support
That's true.
video games.
it's awesome, like so cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
really exciting to see that happening. And I
It's
hope
fun
more
for
and more
us.
companies come. Yeah, and like it's not even small name. It's like Bethesda and shit. Like Bethesda, holy shit! Like those guys are huge, and they're gonna open up a studio in Quebec City. Like it's wow.
No, Bethesda's here.
Bethesda's Montreal, Gearbox is Quebec City.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
Stuff.
it's going to be awesome. It just ends up being really sick for us.
Oh yeah, for us, Girls on Games, it's gonna
Yes,
be insane.
It's really awesome.
Let's go visit all the studios and get to know all the publishers and developers and stuff. Like,
Why not?
oh my
And it
god.
just like our Montreal Comic Con, people ask us a comparison between what video game content is like in Montreal Comic Con versus Fan Expo. And the cool thing about Montreal Comic Con is it's much more community driven, and it's a lot of the studios like reaching out on the dev side of things rather than the PR side of things. So this is only going to make it that much cooler to be a fan of video game,
Oh yeah.
a like us media to be wanting to get into making games. Like it's going to be awesome
Yeah.
for folks in the city and this province.
So exciting to see what's gonna come out of this.
And the last one that I had on my list was 3 words, but all the same word: esports, esports, esports.
Yeah.
This is the start of a revolution
Yeah.
this year.
Next year.
No. This is the start.
Okay.
This is people. The seed has been sown.
RDS has 2 esports shows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, one of them is with hockey players, and it's a bit gimmicky.
And Catherine's in it.
Hi.
Her face. We saw her face.
Yeah, that first one, like that was their attempt of seeing like if there's an interest, and see the show wasn't even on air, that they were gonna present some competition out of Korea
Mm.
for League of Legends and StarCraft and all that jazz. Like, they haven't had their proof of concept on air yet that they were like, we need to be on this. And this is like our RDS is like the French equivalent of TSN or Sportsnet or whatever. Like, this is the biggest French-speaking sports channel doing this.
And they brought in the names to go
They did.
talk about it. Like Jenny Talbot was there, Stephanie Harvey was there. Like they brought in the names of the people in the industry in Quebec. So they didn't bring some random people. So props to them. I mean, if Denis is there, it's gonna work. I am 100% confident that it's gonna work. Like everybody's gonna tune in and watch. So whenever they announce it, that's our job. So whenever they play the pilot, everybody has to go and watch RDS and give them a lot of views so they realize, okay, this shit might actually work. That's our job as esports lover and as gamers, to go watch RDS. So I never thought I would say that one day.
Other than a Haps game?
Seriously, wow. It's crazy. Like it's crazy that this is actually happening.
It's really entertaining to be watching. My question is it actually going to succeed? Because for the most part, the esports lovers have fared without TV, so we shall see.
I mean, it doesn't need TV to succeed. It's going to be a nice bonus and a nice plus that people are going to watch it on TV instead of watching it on the computers. But now there's everybody and their mom has a Twitch app on their phone and on their device on the PS4, Xbox, Roku, whatever the heck operating system you have at home. There's a Twitch app, so everybody can just go on Twitch, watch a game they want to watch, and just enjoy it. So it's, I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes, but I hope it takes off on TV. It'll be really awesome. So we can have Korea and have primetime StarCraft 2 tournaments on TV. That'll be amazing.
It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
We had a few people in chat mention some things. Craig mentioned the Fallout 4 announcement at E3, and then the game coming out a few months later. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Finder mentioned Arkham Knight on PC. Yeah, that was a big ass blunder. And still a big story because it's like, why even bother putting out the game if it's freaking broken?
Because money.
Yeah, because money, but they ended up refunding it all, and it just ended up hurting them more.
But do you think they learned their lesson? Pretty sure they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Which is also a trend that we'll talk about later.
I hope they did. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to the stories. And big news for this year. I mean, we've got a lot coming up next year. It's going to be full packed. I'm actually looking forward to a few days off, just chilling and refreshing our brains and stuff. Because we're going to have to hit the ground running in January. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
It's going to be real fun.
Fun times. Excited.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys a roundup of what's going to be going on Girls on Games during the break. It is a bit of a break because, of course, holidays. I'm going to be away from my computer. Well, not away from my computer, but away from my streaming setup. So I won't be Twitch streaming. I know some members of the team might sporadically do Twitch streams and stuff like that. They will post on Twitter and Jazz when they are going to be streaming. Sorry, I'm losing my words now. That's what I get for drinking Jack and apple juice.
Yeah.
That's fucking 8:50 on a weeknight.
Whatever.
On a Monday.
I always drink during the podcast, but usually I'm not. Yeah.
Usually
anyways,
it's tea.
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Wow.
That's why. Yes.
So you're gonna drink before the. That works.
That's all right. It works. We're also going to be having up on the site a poll for voting on Game of the Year 2015. I should have that up in the next day or two.
Which are 3?
Stop influencing them.
Which are 3?
So yeah, look for that because we want everybody's input because we're really excited to know what is everybody's take on Game of the Year 2015. I already put my vote in. Oh yeah, we're going to be writing our Game of the Year as well. So see that. Boxing Day deals, I'm going to be putting that up too. Usually they come Christmas Eve. I'll start getting trickles in. So what I end up doing is posting an article and updating it as I get more info. But usually by 5 o'clock on Christmas Day, all the deals
and
they're usually started at 6 a.m. on Christmas Day anyway. So yeah.
I want to buy Graf's keyboard, the Quickfire TK. I find that not having the arrows and shit is brilliant. I think it's the only keyboard out there that has that no arrow, because a lot of them don't have the numpad. I use a numpad all the time. Yeah. So give me one that doesn't have this poop, poop in the middle that nobody uses. Who the fuck uses page up and down? Just scroll on your mouse, you dickbag.
Oh no!
So you.
It's on the cat.
I don't care. I love her. She knows I love her.
I'm big on keyboard shortcuts. I have my hand off the mouse a lot.
Oh, I'm honestly, whatever I'm doing, writing, at work, whatever, mouse always in position, shift, WASD space. All the time. That's the natural position when I sit down at a computer, WASD, shift, and spacebar. So that's kind of sad, but anyway, that's how you know you're a PC gamer.
Games.
Yeah, that's how you know you're a PC gamer. Okay, and the problem is that whenever I play games, I always hit the fucking like I always hit the side of my keyboard because my keyboard is too big, and like when I move around, especially Counter-Strike, that I'm not gonna play. When I play Counter-Strike, my sensitivity is really low, so when I try to turn around, I always end up like hitting my keyboard, and it pisses me off. So I'm like, nope. That's why I'm gonna get that nice little, unless I get a small keyboard and plug in a USB numpad.
But is it going to be as responsive?
I don't care. It's to buy things in CS:GO.
And does it
It doesn't.
like, will it need to take another USB port? Like, do you have enough?
No. All my USB ports are being used.
Well, then you'll have a problem, won't you?
So I guess my plan has failed.
Well, I'm glad I told you that without you going spending all your money.
Leia, you just failed my plan.
Sorry, I ruined your fun. All right, we're also going to be posting video game trends of 2015. I believe Kat Ashley's working on that. We were talking about it today. It's pretty interesting to see what trends have happened and like how that's going to influence next year. Like I can pretty well predict the things that are going to happen next year right off the bat.
Go ahead.
VR much? Yes. And yeah, we're gonna have some other goodies up there too on the site. So yeah, keep a watch out for that. But we do have cool things up there right now. Catherine, do you want to roll through what's on the site right now?
Okay, so we were really busy.
We were.
Months. So while we slowed down a bit, you need to catch up.
Yep.
So if you don't know what to ask for Christmas, if you're anticipating getting gift cards, you don't know what to spend them on, we have covered pretty much all the games. We tried to cover as much. So we have unboxing videos. So both models of the new 3DS, the big one and the smaller one, smaller, spoiler, it's huge, are on there. We've unboxed the Rat Pro X Mice. It's not even out by Mad Catz, so if you want to pre-order that shit, the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller, to name a few. Video game reviews, Fallout 4, Xenoblade Chronicle X, Rock Band 4, Yokai Watch, Halo 5, and more and more. On our YouTube, go in the playlist section. There's something called the 1 Minute Pitch, where indie game developers pitch their game in 1 minute to Kat Ashley. So if you like indie games and you don't know which Kickstarter to back or which game to pre-order, which game to go on Steam and get now, 1 minute of your time. Go see those videos.
Just realized I have a very nice view behind me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nice view of the city. Party. Very nice.
Very nice.
So with that being said, that concludes our last podcast of 2015. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. This has been a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you in chat. Thank you watching. Thank you listening. So if you want to learn more about Girls on Games and keep up to date with everything we're doing, you can track us down, of course, on the website at girlsongames.ca. We're on Twitter at The Girls on Games, Instagram Girls on Games, Facebook The Girls on Games. This video is on Twitch live right now, but if you want to see it later, it's on YouTube at The Girls on Games, and also we put this podcast up in audio form on iTunes, so you can subscribe there. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for us. Have a wonderful, safe, geeky, video game full holiday season, whatever your denomination is, or if it's nothing at all, just at least go have a drink and party and have fun. And be surrounded by friends and loved ones. And Simo is going crazy.
I'm Frenching the audience.
He's Frenching the audience. He's giving you your mistletoe kiss.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have time off, because it's a holiday-ish season. Enjoy yourself.
Have a great one, everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.